Hello. I feel like I need to get my life together over here. Hello, everybody. Welcome to day 12. I'm so excited to be here and talk with you guys. I think I want to get on the floor. We're gonna travel with me for a second. Yes. Okay, this is better. So, hello everybody. Good morning. I hope you guys are having a great day. It's morning where I am, so I'm gonna start the morning. Today we're gonna do chapter 12. We're gonna do chapter 12. So I'm gonna. Y'all know the vibe by now, okay? I'm gonna read it to you. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna have some discussion, okay? So let's get started. So, the title, I can't remember what the title of the Bible plan was, but I wrote down steward what you have well, which is something that I've been telling myself. I believe that I am in a season of stewarding the things that God has blessed me with well. That includes my mind, my body, my relationships, my home, things of that nature. So yes, so that's what it is. Steward what you have well. Whoso loveth instruction loveth knowledge, but he that hateth reproof is brutish. A good man obtaineth favor of the Lord, but a man of wicked devices will he condemn. A man shall not be established by wickedness, but the root of the righteous shall not be moved. A virtuous woman is a crown to her husband, but she that maketh ashamed is as rottenness in his bones. And I wrote down, unpopular opinion, but a woman, I said, how a woman carries herself is a reflection of her surroundings. And that's not, it doesn't just go to women, it's for men as well. But I feel, in my opinion, if I'm out here wilding, if I'm out here speaking negatively about people, about my husband, about my home life, anything like that, that is a reflection on my husband. That's a reflection on my partner, just as if he was out doing the same. It's a reflection of me. And obviously it's a reflection of those people as well, but it just shows who you're around, who you're around, who you choose to connect yourself to. That matters. That really matters. I saw a post the other day that was saying, I can't remember who it was in the Bible, so now I'm about to butcher the post, but basically, and I'm sure y'all will know, but saying how somebody in the Bible was blessed because of who their friends were, kind of thing. And so who you surround yourself with, you think that doesn't matter. And yeah, that, see, I'm gonna know it eventually, y'all, but that matters. And so and I feel the same. My mom used to tell me all the time when I was little, how you look is a reflection of me. And when I was little, I hated that. That grew a complex in me, right? Okay, if I don't look good, then people are gonna think my mom is a bad mom, and da-da-da-da. And that was tough for me. But now I understand it better now as an adult, where it's just, if I go out looking unkept, people are gonna think that she is not keeping me, So yeah, so I just feel who we are as people, it is a reflection, and how we talk to our partners, that's a reflection not only of them, but of us. I know that in my personal relationships, when people tell me that they feel a certain way, I'm okay, well, what am I doing? I always ask them, what is the root? Because I know it's not always me, because yes, I have something to do with it, but obviously perception is a thing. And so I asked them, okay, what is the root of it? But I also always look back to myself and say, okay, how did I present this that it triggered that type of reaction or perception in you? Because there's always work for us. There's always work to be done in us. There is, God is continually working in us. We're never perfect. He's making us mature, So yeah, so we're a reflection of people. Cool. So, 5, the thoughts of the righteous are right, but the counsels of the wicked are deceit. The words of the wicked are to lie and wait for blood, but the mouth of the upright shall deliver them. The wicked are overthrown and are not, but the house of the righteous shall stand. A man shall be commended according to his wisdom, but he that is of perverse heart shall be despised. He that is despised and hath a servant is better than he that honoreth himself and lacketh bread. And I had to look that up because I was okay, hold up. But I get it. In the Contemporary English Version, it says, which I go back and forth between versions of the Bible translations. I am a KJV ride or die, okay? I would rather stumble through all these words and have to Google everything and BLB everything. Because some of this stuff, I'm like, is that really what it means? Look, this is a published version, so, you know? But I'm like, where y'all get that from that? But that's neither here. So it says, it is better to be ordinary and have one servant than to think you are somebody and starve to death. And I very much so took that back to stewarding what you have well. It is better to know that you have a couple thousand in the bank and still be wearing, quality pieces, but like simple clothes, instead of knowing you have a couple thousand in the bank and feeling a need to go buy Louis, Gucci, Fendi, Prada, Like, who are you flexing for? Who are you flexing for? Nobody really cares. Like, nobody cares. So, yeah, so it's better to be plain Jane, keep it low key, but know that you're doing what you need to do. You're handling business. You're a good person. You're a sound person, a just person. Then out here flashing, ooh-de-woo, look what I got. Look at me. Look at all the money that I have. Okay. Look at all the cars I have. Look how big my welcome MTV to my cribs. Look how big my home is, So, yeah. A righteous man regardeth the life of his beast, but the tender mercies of the wicked are cruel. He that tilleth his land shall be satisfied with bread, but he that floweth vain persons is void of understanding. And that was a scripture that was focused on in the Bible plan. And again, it's if you continue to work on the things that you have, tend to the things that you have well, steward the things that you have well, you will see the reward when I'm in a season of stewarding the things that I have well, and I've been eating better, going to the gym. Like I've been a vegan for a minute now, which you don't have to be a vegan to eat healthy. Like that, those aren't synonymous. I just chose to be a vegan. But like I've changed the way that I've been eating as a vegan, and now I'm trying to eat as closest to the way that God created food as possible, because when I went to Millions Conference, Coach Rowe respectfully gathered us, and I want to eat God food. I want to eat food the closest way that God intended it to be. And I've been doing that for a couple of weeks now, and I'm really seeing and feeling a difference, and it's really, really cool. And then just like in my personal relationships, I try to be more mindful. I'm really big on intentionality, and I want everybody to be intentional with me when they spend time with me, because I'm a big quality time whore. And can I say that? I can say that. That's not a bad word. I love quality time. Yeah, I love quality time. I want quality time, not quantity time. So I'd rather have, I want both, but I'd rather have 10 minutes of you paying attention to me, focus on me. We're not on our phones. We're having an actual conversation than 3 hours of us just doing whatever. But again, tending to and stewarding what I have well, and just trying to be more intentional in every single thing that I do in my life. And when you do that, you can definitely see the benefits of it. I can tell the benefits I can see the fruit of when I am being intentional in all of my relationships versus when I'm not. I can see the fruit of when I am making sure that my home is clean versus when I am not, So, he that tilleth his land shall be satisfied with bread. The wicked, verse 12, the wicked desireth the net of evil men, but the root of the righteous yieldeth fruit. The wicked is snared by the transgression of his lips, but the just shall come out of trouble. A man shall be satisfied with good by the fruit of his mouth, and the recompense of a man's hand shall be rendered unto him. So again, what you speak, the things that you speak, we are planting seeds, and so we just need to be mindful of the things that we say, the things that we do. Like, we're always sowing a seed, and you reap what you sow. I feel like I wrote that on something. Oh yeah, verse 12. Oh yeah, literally. Yes, you reap what you sow. So plant good seeds, get good things in return. Plant bad seeds, you get bad crops, So the wicked is snared by the transgressions of his lips, but the just shall come out of trouble. A man shall be satisfied with good by the fruit of his mouth, and the recompense of a man's hand shall be rendered unto him. The way of a fool is right in his own eyes, but he that hearkeneth unto counsel is wise. So again, Proverbs is continually telling us we need to seek counsel. We need counsel. I remember I wrote down, we are not an island. We were not created out here. We were not put on this earth to be alone, and we just weren't. And that goes past romantic. Like, your friends, your family, even like coworkers and stuff like that. Like, it is important for us to nurture all of these relationships because we were not placed on this earth to be alone out here. So yeah. A fool's wrath is presently known, but a prudent man covereth shame. He that speaketh truth showeth forth righteousness, but a false witness deceit. There is that speaketh like the piercings of a sword, but the tongue of the wise is health. The lip of truth shall be established forever, but a lying tongue is but for a moment. Deceit is in the heart of them that imagine evil, but to the counselors of peace is joy. There shall no evil happen to the just, but the wicked shall be filled with mischief. Lying lips are abomination to the Lord, but they that deal truly are his delight. A prudent man concealeth knowledge, but the heart of fools proclaimeth foolishness. The heart of the diligent shall bear rule, but the slothful shall be under tribute. And 24 is basically saying when you diligently work, again, we're going back to what you reap is what you sow. When you diligently work, you get to the place of ownership. You become the ruler. The slothful shall be under tribute. I looked up what tribute mean, and it means forced laborers or enforced payment. And so just think of the things where maybe you aren't being as diligent in it. Example, for me, telling my business. I have like a car payment, and even though I am pretty diligent in my car payment, not to toot my own horn or anything, but I try to be a good steward of the things that I have, and that includes my finances. So I make sure there was a period where I even paid my car note off a couple months early. So I was just, I was ahead of the game. But then there was a period where I was not being diligent in my finances. So I did not pay it that month. But I knew that I had already paid it ahead of time. So I knew, okay, if I don't pay it this month, they're not going to come and finesse my car. Like, they're not going to take my car. I'm still good because I paid it early. But now that means from now on, I have to make sure that my payments are on time, which my payments are always early because I do not play about that because I do not live in a walkable city. Okay. But yeah, so when you, but again, like diligently paying for things. Like if you have a house, if you're making payments on a house, and sometimes we do have to make sacrifices to be responsible and handle the things that we have and pay for the things that we know that we need to pay for, that we need to get done so we can have ownership. And grand scheme, how I think of this is you pay it off now, you don't have to worry about it later. Like, again, I have like a budget and all that. I'm really working on being a responsible adult with my finances. So I have a very, very clear set budget, and I actually redid it, and I've been doing pretty good this month. But one of the things I did in the past was for my homeowner's insurance, I just paid off the bill as soon as I got it. So I didn't have to pay it every single month, because in my head, that means I'm gonna have more money extra every single month. So sometimes you just gotta knock out what you can knock out so you can put that extra money into savings or whatever. So yeah, work diligently, you can own this thing. Don't work diligently, you're gonna be working for a while. Heaviness in the heart of man maketh it stoop, but a good word maketh it glad. The righteous is more excellent than his neighbor, but the way of the wicked seduceth them. The slothful man roasteth not that which he took in hunting, but the substance of a diligent man is precious. Now, I read that verse in like 5 different translations, and I don't remember any of them, and I did not write them down, but they were all saying along the same line of like, the slothful man, he might go and hunt the food, but he ain't even gonna cook it, And so like, you might have a business plan, sit there, wrote out an entire business plan, but you're not doing anything to execute the business plan. You might have gone back to school, but you're in school and you made the decision, I'm gonna go back to school, I'm gonna get my degree, but you're not even doing the work that you need to do to be successful in it. But then it says, but the substance of a diligent man is precious. And so again, when you work hard, like the seeds that you sow, you're producing that fruit. When you work hard, you are going to see it in the fruit. You're going to see it in the crop. You're going to see it in the project. You're going to see it in the relationship, in the home, in the finances, in your job. You're going to see it when you continue to work diligently. You're going to see it in your health. So yeah, so and then 28, in the way of righteousness is life, and in the pathway thereof there is no death. And so all I so sorry, let me get my life together. So all I have to say to wrap this all up is I know that I'm in a season of stewarding what I have well, because I want to make sure that when God blesses me with more, I'm able to take care of the more. And I'm able to be responsible of the more, and I don't let the more fall to the wayside, because the more is coming. Okay, I know the more is coming. I want to make sure that now I'm stewarding the things that He's already blessed me with. And something I've been hearing a lot lately that I hold on to is give God something to bless. And if you know that you have worked up a business plan, but you're not doing anything with it, give God something to bless. Put forth that action. Be diligent in that work. So, like, sow the seed so you can reap that reward. And yes, so I hope this gets to you all well. And I hope that you guys have a great day. And like always, if y'all have any questions, comments, concerns, corrections, let me know, because I'm still learning out here, and I'm a forever student, and I don't ever want to lead anybody astray. And like I always say, please go back to the Bible, okay? Because I'm not God, and the word don't change. And so if anything I've ever said is wrong, y'all can always fact check me, okay? Put me in my place. I'm okay with that. Because again, I don't want to be out here teaching nobody wrong. So yeah, I love you guys so much. And you guys have a good one. Goodbye.